Hello there. I've been addicted to coffee recently, and honestly, I couldn't tell you why. This is my second coffee of the day, and I've been awake for around 4 hours. So, is this an addiction? Probably. But you guys aren't here to hear about my coffee addiction. You guys... Maybe some of you are actually, with that being said, maybe some of you are here to hear about my coffee addiction, but that's not the point of today's video. Today's video, we are going to focus on these events on the map. So I've done all the races in the area since the last episode, and now we only have the Costa State events and the police events left, and that is what we're going to focus on. Now, we've got 3 Costa State events, and one of these, is that an escape one? Yes, it is. I'm a genius. So I think just because, you know, variation's sake, we'll start with Costa State first, then we'll go to Escape, then we'll come back to Costa State and get the other 2 done. So let's go ahead and get this one done first. Now, if this is anything like I remember, the AI are pretty similar to Most Wanted 2005. They're pretty brain dead, to be honest. These Costa State ones, I think generally the police pursuits at the start are quite boring, but that will obviously change over time. The main thing with these Costa State events is basically just hit as many things as you can, and then eventually you'll get to 10 grand. That's pretty much the rule of thumb. I didn't even realise, but for some reason we're on heat level 2. I might have done that through the pursuits I did, or the races I did during the last episode. Honestly, the pursuits early on, they're really, like I said earlier, they're just not that interesting. The pursuits get a lot more interesting the further we get along into the game. And that is to be expected, to be fair. I wonder how much we get for actually ramming the police and totaling the police, because if we get like 2 grand for both of them, we might be able to escape earlier than expected. I really do like how there was like undercover cars in this one, like unmarked cars. Like I remember there being an unmarked 911 at some points, and obviously the rhinos, some of the rhinos were like black and shit. It just makes it look a bit cooler. I've also just realised there's a timer. Now hopefully we should get this done without the timer, like no issues. But that is a thing. And I do mess up quite a lot in games for some reason nowadays. I'm not as strong as I used to be when I was a wee little chap. Before I got addicted to coffee. Beautiful. And no, I'm not going to make a coffee meme because it's stupid and dead. I don't know why everyone finds that so funny. It's really not that funny. Man just made a typing error and now everyone's going on like he's some fucking comedic genius. 3 grand. Okay, that's actually a lot more than I expected. Okay. Let's go ahead and total this guy then. Boom! That didn't do it. Right, let's go ahead and total these boys then. If I knew that was 3 grand, I would have just totaled him right at the start. That's like amazing. Also, as you may have noticed, the Lotus does look a bit... Also, as you may have noticed, the Lotus does look a bit different in this video. I think it kind of like glitched in the last time I came on the game for some reason. Like, the colours were all weird and shit, and the vinyls weren't working, so I just switched it up a bit. There's really nothing else to it. It doesn't really look that special. It's just a few things have changed here and there. Where the fuck are the pursuit breakers? Because I'm struggling to find one at the moment. Right, here we go. We're going to take you out, and then we're going to leave. Please, please total him. Please total him. Okay, let's go. Let's leave. Right now, I think the worrying thing now is we've only got 20 seconds to leave. Ah, shit. Right, go, 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 go. Catch up needs to kill itself right now. Go, go, go. I'm not losing this. Now, leave me alone. I can't believe what I've just witnessed. There's me at the start of the last pursuit saying the cops in this game are brain dead. And in all fairness, they were. And that was kind of the reason why I lost. But, you know, there's not much I can do now. Oh my god, did anyone see that? Please tell me someone saw that. It is a green sports car, you bitch. I'm in a Lotus. Think about it. I want to get domination on this because I want to upgrade my alien so my car gets faster, because that's basically how this game works. So it doesn't even matter if you get all the way into evade. If you haven't done the objective, the police will still chase you, which in some ways I think is actually quite a good thing. If these 2 cops want to follow me, I might actually be able to get them straight into this one. It seems like only one of them wants to follow me, which isn't the greatest thing, right? And he didn't even go into that then. Okay, apparently he did. Oi, you! Right, now evade, evade, evade. Don't go straight back into the police line of sight cam. What are you doing? I thought you wanted to get a fucking domination. No, you don't. Right, leave them. Leave. Leave him alone. Leave me alone. I just want to race. Right, I believe there's a cooldown spot near me here. Yeah, there is. How did I even remember that one off by heart? That's mad. I didn't play Pro Street enough to remember all of the things off by heart, but I knew that one, I guess. We're not even going to need it anyway, because we're only at heat level 2. Right, we dominated. Let's go. Now, let's upgrade our alien man. Yes. Ooh, cutscene.
You're making an impression. Keep up the good work. They will call. Trust me.
I just blotted all my coffee all over my face. Oh, that's why I love coffee. Right, so apparently we're making an impression even though we only did one event, which, if you ask me, doesn't really make a lot of sense. Let's go ahead and get straight into the next escape. Right. Lose the cops. We've got 3 minutes to do so. Now, honestly, I don't think this is going to be that hard. Why can't this many cops spawn in when I was doing this Costa State events? Like, that would have made everything so much easier. I remember this area quite well, purely based on the fact this was actually one of the cops and robbers areas. This is one of the maps, and it was based in this area. And I used to play this one specifically all the time. I remember there used to be GTR undercover cop cars on this one. And it was just so much fun. I really want to get around to doing that, but I haven't got Xbox Live Gold on my 360 for some reason. Come on, dip in here, lose them. Right, and yeah, there's an undercover hiding boy. Get in the hiding area, boy. And we have now upgraded our wheelman level to numero 4. And another cutscene. The cutscenes are coming at me like... Boy.
Zach. Yeah, that's right, we met. Look, now I want to see what you've got. 6 p.m., Old Cutler Road by the drive. You and me, Beto. You and me.
Why is he so angry for, fam? I just want to race everybody. You and me, Beto. You and me. Yeah, I guess let's get into the first boss battle of this thing. We've also unlocked another type of race. We've unlocked a checkpoint race, which arguably, in my opinion, is the hardest type of race in this game. But first things first. It's you and me, Beto.
Remember, Zach may be small time, but he still may be our way in.
I'm not gonna lie, when the bitch goes, oh, that gets me going. Anyway, we are in this race. So if you don't already know, Zach's the guy in the Scirocco. I think you eventually... Actually, I'm not even gonna ruin that. I was gonna ruin a bit of the story for you, but I'm not gonna do that. He just said Pero again! I'm not Spanish! I know I'm brown, but I'm not Spanish. Right, now this should be relatively easy. I am pretty sure these highway races are just generally quite easy, unless... you know, you mess up and you actually hit a traffic car. It's relatively fine. That's really not going to happen until the later levels. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm a dickhead. Okay, apparently he crashed. What the fuck is going on? You're supposed to be the best street racer in this little area, and you literally span out. Right, well, we still didn't really have many issues. He was giving it the big boy John, but John didn't come out today. What am I talking about? Is that it now? That's it? You're just gonna go and crawl. I want to see what you got. Oh look, I'm gonna go straight into a wall. I don't know how to drive. Right, that was extremely uneventful for a boss battle, to be honest. But now with that being said, I think we're gonna go into a race. We've done a few pursuit things. Let's go ahead and do a race and just balance this episode out a bit. So we'll do this checkpoint race. I'm not sure if this is actually even gonna be hard because it's one of the earlier events. But I guess we'll see in a momento. Okay, so here we can. Ooh, the soundtrack! It makes me want to go mad! Is the coffee kicking in yet? Boy! There's something about this game. I don't know what it is. No one likes this game besides me. I've confirmed in the comments. No one likes this game for some reason, except me. And the clever boys. Right, this is not a hard checkpoint event at all. By the seams of things. There's nothing to do aside from dinner. I do love this little Lotus. Apparently, I was reading through the comments on the last video, and apparently the Lotus is OP. I didn't know it was OP, obviously, when I bought it. But some of you guys were telling me that this apparently is a really, really good car, which I guess is kind of good. I'm honestly not going to be picking cars which are OP. I'm just going to be picking cars which I personally like, and then going from there. That's why I picked the Lotus, is because I didn't want to pick the S15, because that was kind of like the obvious choice. And that's how we're going to do the car selection for the most part. I might ask you guys, you know, here and there, like what you want to see on a cliffhanger sort of thing. But for the most part, you know, I'm going to give you guys a range of cars that I like. I'm not just going to pick the OP cars, because that's boring. Who wants to do that? Another thing about this game is like the races aren't like short, which I can really appreciate. You know, 50-second races to me are just a bit boring. I don't really like, it's just a bit boring. I'd like something where you can really test your endurance. Not like endurance, that's the wrong word. Like a 10-minute race is an endurance race. I do like some of those, like, don't get me wrong, but not every single race I want it to be like that. Like 4-minute races are, for me, are like the perfect time in racing games. God, the open world in this game, it's so well made. It is so well made. There's so many little things like coming back to this game that I'm noticing. That is, like, I didn't even know, like, were there. Like, that little car park area, I don't remember that at all for some reason. Anyway, we dominated that, so we're going to go ahead and press A. I'm assuming we're going to get a cutscene before this episode ends, or at least a phone call. Because it doesn't make sense for him to go, "Puto, come here, bitch!" and then just leave. That doesn't make any sense. I think we're going to do this Outrun event first, because that's, like, one of the easiest ones. I can pretty much, like, just not show you this, because it's all it's going to be is me tricking the AI crashing, and then 50 seconds of nothing. Intro sequence, the AI crashing, and now 50 seconds of nothing. Ooh, I see police! See, even when the police want to catch me, they just can't. Honestly, besides the police coming in, which I didn't expect, that was pretty straightforward. I predicted everything that happened in that race, so A to continue, please.
Yo, I got something for you, man. A couple of rides we want to get our hands on. So show up at the south side, and we'll see how it goes.
Boy! Right, so we've unlocked our first job. Now, we're not going to do that in this episode. I feel like we've already done quite a lot in this episode. I don't know exactly what that event is, and I actually, that's actually got me quite excited. But we're going to leave that for the next episode. We're going to leave the first proper job for the next episode. But anyway, that's been it from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to go ahead and hit the like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys have been awesome. Stay safe, and peace.